Today is Friday, January the 3rd, and for my journal entry today, I'm going to talk about the Ernest Sports ES12. This is a launch monitor. It uses Doppler technology to determine ball speed off your strike, and it combines that ball speed information with the club selection, the lie of the club, and it determines distance and will shout it out so you can hear the distances that you're hitting the ball. Now, obviously, this is calculated distance. I've just got this. I've used it a couple times, so I'm going to demonstrate how this works on the range, and then I'll talk a little bit about my thoughts on its usefulness and how you set it up to use. So we'll start with a few hits so you can hear the distances that this thing calculates. Okay.
Distance 129 yards. Distance 147 yards.
The ES12 doesn't work by itself. You can pair it with an iPhone or other smartphone, and it will send its data that it collects to the device and puts it in a spreadsheet so that you can analyze it and keep a record for yourself. So the idea is that you would hit a bunch of 8 irons, a bunch of 7 irons, and 6 irons, and it'll keep track of your data for those clubs, and it'll give you a sense of how far you're hitting those clubs. Okay, so the first step then is to pair up over Bluetooth the ES12 and the phone. So it's a pretty straightforward process. You turn on the ES12, and then you go to your phone, turn it on. I'll just log in here. And then you go to settings, and in Bluetooth, the ES12 has been detected, and it shows up in my devices list, and you can see it's not detected, or it's not connected at the moment. To connect it, you have to be sure that the ES12 is on, and then you just click or press the connection listed. So now it says it's connected. So all of that now is good. These two devices are now communicating with each other. So then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to the app. Now, this is an app, the ES12 app. You can download from the iTunes or the App Store. It's free, and it's easy to install. Basically, it installs itself. So there's the interface. So before you start a session, it'll say new session, and I'm just going to type in my name. I'll put a space, and I'll put a 2 on this, and then you click start session. All right. So there, it's going to give it's a little spreadsheet, and it's going to calculate and store the distances that you've hit your ball. So that's the end of this segment. Next, I'll show you how to position this on your hitting area. Okay, in this segment, I'm going to demonstrate how to position the ES12 on your hitting area. It can be obviously indoors or outdoors. The ES12 has a little kickstand that's used, and when you position the device, it's like this. So the face of it's angled towards your, towards the range, and the readout is pointing towards you. So the idea here is that the device, the ES12, is 14 inches in front of your hitting area and 14 inches to the right of your ball position. I made up a little square like this, which is 14 by 14, just so it's fast to set up. I don't have to get out my my square, my yardstick. So I'm 14 inches now from the base this way, and I'm 14 inches this way. So what I do is I just stick a T in the ground. That tells me that's the 14 inches. And then I'm 14 inches here. But I'm a couple inches, from the center. So, maybe something like that. But at this point, if I put my ball right here, then I'm going to hit my tee, right? So I give it a couple more inches. So basically now, my ball needs to be sort of in this area. And that's all there is to it. Make sure your device is on, paired up with your phone. It's the phone that is going to collect the data and give the audio of the distance. It's not this device that says the distance. The audio comes from the phone. That's the extent of it. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so that's the ES12 Launch Monitor. I didn't go into a whole lot of detail there, but I guess the bottom line is that it's a pretty simple device to set up and pretty simple device to use. I guess if I'm reflecting on using it, the distance is also kind of interesting. I expect to hit my 8-iron 150 yards. In my practice sessions here, I'm finding that it takes a perfect strike on the ball to get to 150 yards. Typically, it looks like I'm hitting an 8-iron about 140 yards, about 10 yards less, maybe 12 yards less than I think I am out on the course. That might be the case. A lot of my balls on the course do come up a bit short. So maybe I need to start thinking 140 for my 8-iron, and maybe 150, 155 for my 7-iron, and 160, 165 for my 6-iron. Anyway, it's sort of making me think. I mean, if these numbers are reasonably accurate, then I need to adjust my expectations around my 8-iron in particular. So that's it for my session today. If you're looking at this, I hope it's been somewhat interesting for you. So.